Hi there, welcome to my market update for the month of March. This is going to be a short one today. I'm going to take a swift look back at what happened in the month and try and reflect on what that means for the property market moving forward across our region. Before I do that, you know what I'm going to say. Remember to hit the subscribe button to our channel, turn on the bell icon to get notifications of when we film those videos, and give me a like. It really does make a big difference. So let's reflect back on what was a very interesting month of March. Now, for those who've been watching my last few videos, you'll know that I have been running comparisons against what's been happening in 2018, 2019, maybe even 2017, rather than looking at the same periods through that boom market of 21, 22. There's a lot of noise, a lot of madness around that time, and it doesn't really correspond to what I would call a normal market. So let's have a look at some headlines, and that'll give you a flavour of exactly where we feel things are at currently. So number of new properties coming to market continues to rise. Definitely more choice out there for buyers looking on. If we look at the number compared with those years I just mentioned, we're seeing 20% higher number of properties listed than we would have expected 2017 through 2019, and actually even higher than it was a year ago. That's really interesting. Number of sales agreed. Now this is the really interesting story of the month. Way up on where we would have expected things to have been in that pre-pandemic period. Actually not that far back on where they were a year ago. But as I say, 16 to 23% up on 2017 through 2019. And that's a real success story and kind of goes to show you that underlying level of demand that I keep talking about in these videos is very much still there. That demand is fueled by mortgage lenders who still want to lend. Yes, rates might be higher, but they are still at what we would refer to as being at a normal level. They couldn't stay that low forever, but people can still afford to purchase and are doing so, it would seem, in the present market. If we look at the number of buyers registering, and that's a really interesting trend, that number is again very comparable where it would have been in the pre-pandemic market, but obviously way back. Now, a quarter of the buyers we registered in the month, that was first-time buyers, and that signaled a very healthy return of that group of people to the market. But none of what I'm saying, I realise, corresponds to what you're hearing in the news headlines. The Nationwide brought out their recent index report, said that prices had fallen in March by 0.8%. I looked at the Land Registry index report, that was for January, that said that prices have fallen by 1.1%. And these indexes are suggesting that annually prices have now come back. Nationwide saying prices are 3.1% lower than they were a year ago. And we expect the Halifax index, which is out very soon, to suggest something similar. And indeed, our own property price measures that we use would say that prices have adjusted by about 3% over the year. But none of this is what the commentators were predicting at the end of last year. 10, 15, 20% falls in prices. It just hasn't happened. And my view is if it hasn't happened by now, it isn't going to happen. Furthermore, I also want to say and just remind everybody that when you hear the Nationwide, Land Registry, Halifax indexes come out, these are actually historic numbers. These are based on sales that were agreed 3 or even 4 months ago, because that's how long the average deal takes to go through. So what I say to you today is actually far more reflective of what is going on in the property market across our region right now. And so that then leads me to my predictions for the coming months. I think most of what we've seen in terms of price corrections has now happened. And I think the market of the spring and summer months, with more choice available but still plenty of buyers out there, will show a very settled approach on prices. We're not going to see any great price movement up or down, in my view, over the coming months. The indexes will still say otherwise, but I promise you what's happening right now is exactly what I'm saying. To find out whether I was right, you are literally going to have to stay in touch with us through these videos. I film them every month and we love it when you watch them. I'm available 8 AM till 8 PM, 7 days a week. Our team are here to talk to you about how we can help you move in 2023. Thank you so much for watching.